welcome back to another Flashing Lights update. Today we're taking a look at the latest update for the game, and this comes in the form of an unstable build. If you have access to Flashing Lights on Steam, if you right click into properties on the game, you can get access to this unstable build, and it lets you download the latest updates. So for March, there's a focus on lights. The update reads, lights, lights, and more lights. So that's going to include flashlights, spotlights, work lights, scene lights, and road flares. In addition to that, there are a few missions which both the fire department and EMS can attend. A few new missions, so I want to see if we can take a look at some of those today. And we've got an unmarked charger in the game, and there's some updates to some languages. It looks like Flashing Lights are trying to translate the game into different languages for a broader audience. So that is mainly the update. All right, I want to take a look at some of the new equipment options. So I'm just going to hop into this fire truck here, pull it out of the garage, and let's see if we can see if any of these lights are located in the equipment area. So obviously it's not nighttime. I'm going to see if we can toggle it to nighttime when we test these, but I want to see what's included in here. So we have additional road flares. So you get 20 road flares. You can put them down if you're working a scene, just like that, and they emit light. So if you wanted to let traffic know that you were in the scene, or you want to divert traffic possibly, that's something you can do now. And oh, if you press E, we get our flashlight. That is pretty cool. Let me pick these up here, and I'm gonna try to see if we can toggle to nighttime and see what they look like at night. All right, to get into nighttime mode, you actually have to create a multiplayer game. Took me a little bit to figure that out, but it is possible. Let's check out some of the new equipment I was talking about. Let's go get our scene lights here. Actually, they're not scene lights, they're road flares. And see what they look like at nighttime. I'm just gonna place some down here. Looks like in multiplayer, they limit the amount you get. So just keep that in mind. But you could stagger them kind of like this. You want it to block traffic off a certain section of the road. I'm curious to see if we do get some traffic coming through here, if they respond at all to these road flares. But they're plenty bright. You can definitely see them, and pretty visible. So if we go over here back to the trunk and we go into the rescue section, we have scene lights. So scene lights are just additional lighting. I mean, it's what the name says. It's scene lighting. It adds additional lights for any scene you would like to light up. So what I'm going to do is just put some down. I'm going to see how bright they are. I'm going to go to a darker part of the map here to really get the effect of how bright these are. So it looks like they are connected to a base, and then you have your light there. That's probably your battery pack. And it lights it up pretty well. So if we wanted to, for instance, light up this building to get additional light, we could do that pretty easily with all these different scene lights. Wonder if you can, if there's a limit how close you can put them together. Oh, and that's all of them. That's all I got. So to pick them up, same thing, go over to them and just collect them. Nope, you can put them as close as you want together. So those are our scene lights. We have road flares, and then we also have the flashlight. So I'm gonna figure out how I toggled that one and pull that one out. So I just looked it up, and the flashlight's gonna be E on the keyboard. So I don't think we need to be holding any of this for it to work. You can just press E, and you will get a flashlight out. So those are the main lights we have. There are also something called work lights, which I think are going to be very similar to scene lights. I'll take a look at the other departments too and see if that's something we can take a look at. I haven't seen traffic does react actually to the road flares, and you can see they're completely stopped. So if you want to put up some road flares for a scene you're working on, you can easily do that now. Here is the Unmarked Charger, so you can take a look at it here. We're at nighttime. I'm going to put on the lights and see what this thing looks like all lit up. So there we go, unmarked. We got a traffic advisor as well in the background. You can toggle on and off the traffic advisor independently, so you could have it flowing to the left or flowing to the right, or you could have a pattern just like this. So if you're working a little traffic scene, I think that's pretty cool. Let me see if I can figure out how to activate the spotlight, because that was another one of the updates. So let me look into our controls here really quickly. Okay, additional light is marked as P. I don't know if you can actually control where this goes, but by hitting P, you will initiate any additional lighting on the car. And in this case, it is a spotlight. So if you're on a traffic stop at night, that's going to come really quite in handy. So that's pretty cool. I didn't see any additional lighting equipment in the police vehicle, but I'm going to hop over to EMS and see if there are any of these work lights. All right, nothing that I can tell from the EMS stuff would include the work lights. I don't know if it's just a different name for the scene lights, but if you happen to find out what the work lights are, definitely let me know in the comment section below. We have some arsonist activity. Let's check this one out. I'm not sure that this is necessarily a new call out, but I haven't done one in a while, so figure we check it out. Be on scene here. Oh yeah, we got something on fire. Go ahead, grab our equipment and put this sucker out. So this is gonna have a limited supply of water already in the trunk or in the truck. So what we want to do is go ahead and put this out. Looks like it's just contained to this garbage dumpster. There we go, pretty simple. But here's a scene where you could set up some scene lights if you want additional lighting. For a big fire, you might want to put down some road flares as well to get traffic away from the building. Because let's face it, most AI in games, they're not going to be your smartest cookies, and they're probably going to want to get a little too close to the fire. So you could do something like that, telling them to get into that turning lane. Pretty cool update. I'm really enjoying these updates, these frequent updates. Let me know what you think of the game. Is this a good update for lighting? I'd love to hear your comments and suggestions. Flashing Lights is available on Steam. It's updated about once a month, and we like to take a look at whatever new changes come into the game. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.